Genius, I'm Titalia. Today we're going to be looking at one of the most easiest topics in our grade 10 syllabus, and that is statistics. Let's get into it. So what exactly is statistics? So this is the method of what collecting, organizing, analyzing, and interpreting data from a sample to make a conclusion about a larger population. So we collect the data through surveying people or experiments, then we organize it by rearranging it, then we interpret it using the measures of central tendency, and that is our mode, mean, median, range, quartiles, etc. Looking at the primary measures of central tendency, and that is our mean, mode, and median. So what is the mean? The mean is our average, right? So it is when we're just trying to find the average. So you just add everything in the data set, then divide by the total number of values. Then the median, when you hear median, just think median, middle, right? So this is the middle value when all the data is arranged in order. So note that when you're trying to find the median, you need to arrange your data in order. Then the mode is the number that occurs the most in our data set. So that number that keeps on repeating and repeating, that is our mode. How exactly do we calculate this? Let's start with the mean. So the mean, we're going to start by adding all the values in our data, all the numbers in our data set. You add literally everything, then that number you get after adding, you divide it by the total number of our values in the data set, right? So our formula is like this. So this is the formula you're going to use for the mean. So mean, that thing in the bracket is the symbol for mean. Then now we have that symbol that looks like an E, right? That is called the sum. So it represents sum. So it will be the sum of all the values in the data set, which is x, divided by n. N is the total numbers of the values in the data set. Now, to determine the median, right, you should first arrange your data in ascending order. So you need to arrange from the smallest to the largest. That is the first thing you do. Then now, if your the number of values, right, that you have in your data set is odd, then the median is the middle value, is the value that is right in the middle, and you can find the position of the median using the formula n plus 1 over 2. So that can lead you to the position. So note that this formula will not give you the exact median, but it will give you the position of the median. So when you have n plus 1, n is the number of values, right? So you have n plus 1 divided by 2, you're going to get the position of your median. Then you, after getting the position, you can now just count. Let's suppose the position you got 5, then you count 1 2 3 4 5, then the fifth number, that is your median, right? Then if the number of values is even, then the median is the average between the two middle numbers. So if your data set, right, the number of your values is even, then you should know that you will not get an exact middle number. You won't have one number as your median. It's going to be two numbers. So you're just going to take those two numbers, you add them up, and then you divide by 2. So that is what we mean when you say you get the average of the two middle numbers. And lastly, your mode is that value that appears most frequently in your data set, the one that appears the most, right? So it can appear 2 times, it can appear 3 times or 4 times. Maybe you can have like one number that appears twice, then another that appears three times. So the one that appears 3 times will be your mode. So we want the one that has the highest number, right? The one that repeated most. So let's just quickly look at this example over here. We're given the numbers 9 3 1 8 3 6. So in order for us to find the mean, we're just gonna add up all those numbers, and then we got a 30, right? Then how many numbers do we have? 1 2 3 4 5 6. So we're going to say that 30 divided by 6, and our mean will be equal to 5. Then for the median, first things first, we need to arrange the numbers in ascending order. So we're going to have 1 3 3 6 8 9. Then because of it's an even number data set, the data set, right, we got 6 numbers, so that is an even number. We're going to look at the two middle numbers, then we add them up, we divide by 2, so that will be 3 plus 6, which is 9. We divide that by 2, then hence our median is 4,5. Then for the mode, we're just gonna look out for the number that appears the most, and in this case the number that appears the most is 3, so our mode is 3. So this is the end of the video. I trust that you now know what the mean, median and mode is and how to calculate them.